This is the question asked in today's SkillTrack Daily Challenge. So in the first line of our input, we are given the values of R and C, and after that we are given a R cross C integer matrix as input. So now our task is to swap the first half and second half of every row alternatively. So in the first row, we have to take the first half integers. So these are the first half integers in the first row, and these integers must be swapped with the second half of the last first row. So these are the second half integers of the last first row. So these two must be swapped. So after swapping, this is how our modified input matrix must be looking like. So the first half and the second half must be interchanged. And now when we move on to the second row, now we should not take the first half. Now we should take the second half in the second row. So these are the second half integers in the second row, and these integers must be swapped with the first half of the last before row. So these are the integers present in the first half of the last previous row. So these two must be swapped now. So let us now swap these two integers. So after swapping, this is how our modified input matrix would be looking like. So now we have to move to the next row, but here again we should take the first half. So this is how we should be swapping the integers. So in the first row, we should take the first half and swap it with the second half of the last row. And in the second row, we should take the integers present in the second half and swap it with the first half of the last before row. And again in the third row, we should take the integers present in the first half and swap it with the second half integers of the last third row. So this is how we should be swapping. So this is the first half integers in the third row, and in the last third row, this is the second half. So I'm highlighting both of them in blue color, and now these two must be swapped. So I'm just performing the swapping. So after swapping, this is how our modified matrix would be looking like. So after this, there are no more rows left to swap. So this is the final output matrix. So after performing all the swapping operations, this is how our input matrix would have been modified. So let us also check it with our expected output. So here we can see that the first row is same and the second row is also same. So all the rows of the given input matrix is same. So now let us see how to write a C program for this. So first I am creating two integer variables R and C, and in the next line I am accepting the values of the integers R and C, and then I am creating a two-dimensional array named mat of size R cross C. So we will be storing our input matrix in this array. And now I am creating a nested for loop. The first loop iterates from 0 to R and the second loop iterates from 0 to C, and in every iteration we will be accepting an integer and storing it into the input array. So now we have to perform the swapping operation as per the conditions given in the question. So I am creating a loop. So this row loop iterates from 0 and iterates till R by 2, because in every iteration we will be swapping the integers present at first row and last first, and then second row and last second. So like this we will be swapping. So in R by 2 iteration we can perform the operations as given in the question. So in every iteration we are checking the value of row. If row mod 2 is equal to 0, we will be performing this. Else we will be performing this loop. In first iteration, row value will be equal to 0. So row mod 2 will be equal to 0. So first let us see what we are doing in the if condition. So if row mod 2 is equal to 0, then it means that we are present at the first row. So as given in the question, in the first row we should take the first half and swap it with the second half of the last first row. So I am creating a loop. So this J loop iterates from 0 till C by 2. So this will be iterating through the first half. So I am iterating through the integers present in the first half of the first row. So this first half integers must be swapped with the second half of the last first. So to swap, I am creating a new integer variable named temp, and I am storing matrix of row j in it. And then I am replacing matrix of row j with the integer that is present at the second half. So now let us see how we are finding the integers present in the second half of the last row. So matrix of r minus 1 minus row would be the last row. So this will be varying as per concurrently. So if we are at the first row, then r minus 1 minus row will be the last first row. And if we are at the second row, r minus 1 minus row will be the last second row. So this is how we will be performing the row variable. And now for column, we are including the condition j plus c by 2. So the j loop iterates through the first half. So it iterates from 0 to c by 2. But we should be swapping it with the integers present in the second half. So j plus c by 2. So this c by 2 is half. So 0 plus half, we will be able to move to the second half. So now we are replacing this matrix of r minus 1 minus row j plus c by 2 with the temporary variable. So after the execution of this j loop, the first half of the first row will be swapped with the second half of the last first row. So whenever row mod 2 is equal to 0, this is what we will be performing. And now let us go to the else part. So here we are just going to perform everything opposite. So first j loop iterated from 0 to c by 2. But now we need to iterate through the second half. So the loop starts to iterate from c by 2 and we iterate till c. So that will be the second half. And then again we are going to perform the same swapping operation. But here again there are some modifications. Instead of j plus c by 2, we are including the condition j minus c by 2, because here from second half we need to take the integers present at the first half. So j minus c by 2 would be the integer present at the first half. So this is how we will be swapping the integers as per the condition given in the question. So finally, after the execution of this loop, now our input matrix has the updated, so we can directly print it as our output. So again I am creating a nested for loop and I am printing the integers present in the matrix. So that would be our output. So now let us check our program with sample test cases. So I have given the sample input 1. So this is our expected output for the sample input 1. And we can see that we also get the same integers as our output. So this is the logic behind today's daily challenge. Thank you for watching.